Will you remember me? Don't let your light pass you by. Weep not for your memories. Remember the good times that we had. Let them slip away from us when things got bad. Clearly I first saw you smiling, son. Wanna feel the warmth upon me, wanna be the one. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your light pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I'm so tired, I can't sleep. Standing on the edge of something much too deep. Funny how we feel so much, but we cannot say a word. We're screaming inside, oh, we can't be heard. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your light pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I'm so afraid to love you, I'm more afraid to lose. Clinging to a past that doesn't let me choose. Once there was a darkness, a deep and endless night. You gave me everything you had, oh, you gave me light. And I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your light pass you by. Weep not for the memories. I will remember you. Will you remember me? Don't let your light pass you by. Weep not for the memories. Weep not for the memories.
Mark.
Good morning.
Morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Last week we talked about guidance. At different times along our journey, we all seek guidance or reassurance that we are on the right path, or that we are making the right choice, or even the correct change in ourselves. There are many ways of seeking and finding guidance.
That's true.
Sometimes we just have to pay attention to the sign and signal in our lives and in the situations and circumstances that we co-create.
Yes, that can be great confirmation.
Other times we just have to ask our friends or family for their opinions.
I have this really big decision to make. Can you help?
I feel
I feel that you should.
Sometimes this is sufficient. Other times we may feel that those close to us have their own agenda that influences our opinion. So we may choose to seek independent guidance from someone like a mentor, a coach, a minister, or a psychic.
I have this really big decision to make. Can you help?
the guidance I receive for you is...
Sometimes we pray and ask God for His guidance. Then we meditate to hear His answers.
I have this really big decision to make. God, can you help me?
Here's your sign.
Regardless of how we receive our guidance, when it resonates within us, Once we accept it as our truth and we know what we need to do, then what?
Thank you for your guidance. My soul knows this is the truth. I know what I have to do. But
it is scary. This pushes me way outside my comfort zone.
What if I'm making a huge mistake? What if I end up going backwards instead of forward?
Even if that were true, at least it is movement. You have been stuck, paralyzed by this decision for a long time. Aren't you tired of limbo?
God?
Of course, my sweet children.
God, I know what I have to do, what I really want to do, but I'm so afraid.
I know you fear, sweet child, but I am love. Trust in me and allow my love to overcome your fear.
God, that sounds really simple, but it feels very difficult. In any moment, my soul knows that trusting in you is the way to go, but my head, the world, those close to me might not understand.
I have given you the free will to make any decision in any moment. My child, you have asked for guidance and I have given it. And now the decision is completely up to you, if you choose to act on it.
We all choose in any situation where we will put our trust, in God or in the world.
I want to trust in you, God. I choose to trust in you. You've never let me down. God, sometimes I just feel a little bit insecure. Could you give me just a little reassurance that you will be there with me every step of the way?
Of course, my sweet child. Let me share with you something that one of my kids once wrote about their journey with me. I just love it. I've had it hanging on my refrigerator for a very long time.
Footprints in the Sand. Anybody relate to that poem? Times in their lives. Just a really quick story. That was after we went to court a couple of years ago and custody was changed to my ex-husband. We went out to the car right after we came out of the courthouse, and there was a keychain with that poem, Footprints, sitting right in the back seat. And it was the first thing I saw as we opened the door and read that poem and touched my heart. I relate it not only to my kids, but to myself as well. So last week we had the subject of guidance. Who applied it during the week? Everybody seek guidance this week? So we're going to continue that with our meditation. So as you close your eyes this morning, get comfortable in your chairs. Just take a couple of deep breaths, allowing God's love to come in as you inhale. And just feeling any negativity leave as you exhale. As you take those cleansing breaths, feel yourself back at your favorite vacation spot, where you were at last week, connected with God and Spirit's energy. Be in touch with the feelings and the connection that you have. And for a moment, I'm just going to give you space to reconnect, to ask any question that you have, anything that you're seeking guidance on, that you need more clarification with, or if you just want to feel God's love, just course through your soul. I'll give you a moment. as you feel God as your best friend, as your partner in life, I want you to feel the love and the peace that comes from God's energy. With anything that you struggle with, notice the peace of mind that comes as you connect with God's Spirit. And notice in your own energy, do you embrace that love, that peace, that trust? Or is it something that you feel like you work on? I want you to give trust a color, a shape, something you can visualize inside of you. What does your own trust look like? Is it enormous? Sometimes you overtrust? Or is it little bitty? It's hard to find. Does it feel just right? Notice that trust inside of you. And as you think of God, allow it to grow. Feeling this connection between you, your trust, and God. All three elements combining and growing. Noticing what that feels like, even what that would look like in your life. Feel as you take the guidance that you're given, the information that flows into your life, the decisions that you know you need to make. Feel yourself embrace this trust, embrace God's energy, and walk forward with those decisions. How much better does it feel? And easier does your life flow? Kind of like that slide of last week. Sliding down that rainbow where life is easy and fun. And almost being in that magical world, feel yourself as you look out in the material world, other people, other things, experiences, things that maybe created fear or resistance. And as you look out into your world, I want you to notice that little bit of trust, the color or shape that you saw inside of yourself, in everyone that surrounds you. That peace of God, that love, wanting you to succeed, wanting your life to be easier, peaceful. How's that feel? And look. And if it's hard to see, imagine changing the picture. Almost like creating a new world, your ultimate version. What would that portrait look like? Surrounded by love and trust. Walking in your direction, walking through your life. Almost as if you're walking through life in this bubble of white light, God's energy that surrounds you at all times and in all places, protecting you, guiding you. As you feel that energy of that bubble, again going back to your breath, feeling that energy of love coming in. penetrating every cell, every nerve, every part of your being. Feeling that wholeness, that confidence grow.